Welcome to the Dynasty YT. This is your King Shay speaking. In this professional game breakdown, we're going to be going over the game between Unicorns of Love and the Comeback Kings Giants. This is going to be the Season 5 EULCS, Week 5, Day 2. Now, Giants, they already had an amazing comeback story against Elements, and now they have to pull it off again in UoL. And it all started with this pick right here. They bait him out with that one ward, pick off Kickus, and here comes the comeback, right? They're trying to flank them. UoL tried to set up a flank with that pink ward and try to fight them out in the mid lane, but instead they get that pick off, and now they're able to take over the jungle and rotate their way up into the top lane that's already been pushed and take that tower for free.
Kick is going to tag in, but it's already gone. Giants with a quick rotation grab themselves the polish off that tower.
There wasn't really anything happening for a minute and a half because they're all waiting for Dragon to spawn, and now here comes a huge team fight for Giants. Their call right off the bat is to have Whirlib on Renekton, flank them from the side using teleport, and then have this multi-pronged attack, and then make UoL back up into their own jungle, and then make it very favorable for Giants. So here's the team fight.
Going in anyway. Yep. That was the TP execute.
Whirlib, he gets kicked away from this. Frederick, they committed to the fight. So chaotic. Vardex picks up a quick kill in that one. And the Unicorns trying to back away, but Vizichachi right in the front, turning them all away. They've caught Rydell as well. And they should. No, they can't take him down. Yes, they finally do it. A double kill going over to Vardex. Audrey, Whirlib trying to salvage something. They pick a tree. They've also got Hila saying it's a 2 for 2. The Dragon still live. Respawn, flash forward. Power of Evil doesn't have the damage, but can they find Whirlib? It's so low. And Pepinero comes to the rescue. It's a 3 for 2 for Giant.
So right off the bat, Jarvan goes in with Black Shield, gets the double knockout with the help of Flash. Whirlib is coming from the side, so that makes UoL have to back up into their own jungle. The Jarvan ult is really good because it helps Giants' backline be able to do DPS onto the front line very safely. And now this is one of the aspects of the team fight that I really liked. Giants really alternates the way they go in and out of the team fights with their front line, right? Jarvan goes in first and does his combination. Then Whirlib goes in, soaks up a lot of damage. Rydell goes in, gets his ult off and does quite a bit of damage. And then Whirlib goes back in. So the whole front line has done this much damage to their back line. And now Audrey, all he has to do is clean up after this. So huge props to Giants to be able to go in and out of these team fights, really switch aggro very efficiently, and then have the backline healthy enough to clean up. Power Evil gets outplayed right here by having the spell shield off of Audrey. Actually, no, he didn't even need the spell shield. He just missed. He miscalculated that flash, and he pays for his life in the end right here.
It's so low, and Pepinero comes to the rescue. It's a 3 for 2 for Giant.
Now, after that team fight, UoL was able to get a tower, and that was fantastic. They should have just went back, cleared their side lanes, because their side lanes are really pushing out. But instead, for some reason, they're still trying to look for a fight, and Kickus is back here, gets caught. I guess he's trying to get a nice kickoff, but he gets caught, and now it's a 5v4, right? It's a 5v4. UoL should just back off and clear their waves. You can see Power of Evil, he's going to go clear a wave, but for some reason, they're trying to still trying to find a fight here. So now Hill is saying he gets caught out, and now with the jungler dead and the support dead, they're able to go for Baron very safely. Now this is just a really desperate call by UoL that they didn't have to make. They could have easily just pushed out the other lanes and stall this game a little bit more longer, but instead their call is to try to steal Baron without the smite, and they ended up losing Baron, ended up getting two kills and not pushing out their waves. So now Giants with 5 people, with all lanes pushed and with Baron buff, that was just a really bad call by UoL. Now only 2 minutes later, their objective is to get this top lane. Bot lane, all the lanes are still pushed ever since that Baron fight, right? It was just really poor by UoL doing that Baron call. But anyway, their immediate call is to get this tower. Yes, they catch out Power of Evil, but their main focus is to get this tower and try to get the inhib. They do a nice job of alternating who's tanking what. But again, like you can see that Audrey, his main focus is just to get these towers. Now, this is a great call by Giants. They know that Maokai is dead, and they call that Renekton goes back, get full health, and teleport back in to secure this inhib kill. It was a very good call. They didn't need Jarvan or anything like that. All they needed to do is just go in, have that giant crocodile just stand in front of them while they take the inhib. Now it's Giants' turn to throw the game. Pepinera gets caught with the hook, immediately dies, and UoL, this time they do a good job of alternating their front line, see? So obviously Thresh gets the hook and he goes in very first. Lee Sin follows up with that, and then obviously Vizichachi follows in and starts tanking. So they do a really nice job of alternating their front line, to where everyone gets low, but no one dies, right? So now Giants has to back off. They try to get some wards onto Baron. And those were very, very important right here. Like, they're called not just to back off, but to get vision, right? UoL, they had to clear out their jungle, or not their jungle, their base. But what they should have done is try to prevent these wards happening, because these wards honestly saved the game. Without these wards, they wouldn't have known that Unicorns of Love would have been going and rushing Baron, and therefore, this is what happens next. Frederick here goes secret agent man on these guys. He does his EQ combo over the sidewall over here, try to get behind them because he knows he doesn't need the combo up soon because the Baron's already on half health, right? It's unfortunate right here that Hylissang, he uses his hook way too early because he should have used his hook or something when the Baron's going to die. Frederick comes up here. He needs a raise or something because he gets the Baron steal, the second Baron steal, 2 Baron steals in a row, one against Elements, now against UoL, comes back, cleans up the whole fight. It was fantastic. Frederick is the man right here. He is the MVP, and they end up winning this game because of that. Well, not just because of that, but because all the picks they had, all the great decisions they made, and obviously all the throws that Unicorns of Love did. Now, Giants come back, kids. They come back from a 7-3 deficit. The goalie wasn't that bad, but honestly, if UoL played it a lot better, they could have secured this game. But instead, they end up losing this game. Giant come back and end up winning the game. So thank you guys for watching this. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to check out my other pro game breakdowns. I break down other games such as TSMC9, Elements, Rocket, all the good stuff. Oh, even the TSM CLG game of the century. And lastly, remember to check out my other videos. The links will always be in the description. Thank you guys for coming out to Dynasty, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.